Hello, Perseveprus here, recording a video on the reversing, should I say the reverse tournament. So I have to apologise, I forgot to record the quarter-final, but I have the semi-final and my third place playoff here. So without further ado, let's get going. So just a reminder, it's a best of three format, single elimination. The goal is to lose as quickly as possible. So, you have to die before your opponent does. Loken by far and away is the best warlord to use. The only other guy that I've seen played is Tarik Torgaddon.
Good job.
So, Sons of Horus are dominant in this format. I do think potentially for the next rendition of this tournament, it might be cool if Sons of Horus were benched, just because then it would allow for you to sort of try out some different ideas. I appreciate that might preclude some new players from engaging with it, because obviously they might only have Loken, perhaps a few of the warlords, but I don't know, I think that it would be more interesting. So like, for example, I've got a Garrow deck and a Khan deck that I'd be quite interested in trying out, but they're just not quick enough. They're just not quick enough. Like, Loken just deals so much damage to himself. Like, it's insane how much he does. So this round I don't manage my card draw very well. I mill myself, and I sort of mill away all my that is, I draw and discard my win conditions, which isn't clever. And Fulgrim's been a nice lad, praising me, telling me how good I'm doing. Like any good Primarch, he's positive, affirmative leader. No, he does well. He comes second in the final to Samar. Samar used Loken as well. I think what's nice about this format is that my decks have sort of been changing. Thank you, Fulgrim. My decks have been changing like every round. Like, it's a really fluid process. Like, for example, I take out the Fasadian infantry for Seek and Destroy. See, there it goes. Because, it's, I think, the 3 damage into Unreliable Informants really useful. I thought this was an interesting card. I don't know if it's a 1 of or a 2 of. I could be persuaded to use it as a 1 of. I think.
Good job.
Thank you. I think the issue is so, for example, my deck is quite a few troops. So I've got Landing Zone, I've got Pi Alpha, I've got Fasadian Infantry. So, like, I have ways of just ignoring the trap that you spent 3 energy on, and I still get to use. Obviously, had I not discarded it, I'd still get to use my Unreliable Informant, which is obviously what you're trying to discourage me from doing. Like, I guess as an alternative, I might use like Volcanic Instability, because it will be guaranteed to kill. It's expensive, but it will kill the guy even if he's got escape limits. So that's game 1, as you can see. Even though it says victory, I lost. Ooh. So game 2.
For the Emperor.
So quite a nice opening hand. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about that. Like, so I like to hold my unreliable informants back, because I'm trying to maximize the damage they generate, and it's a difficult line to tread, because if you keep it too long, your opponent gets too far ahead of you and you can't claw it back. But if you take it too early, you sort of waste your win condition. So it's a difficult line to tread. So he's got a nice health lead, 6 health, nothing to be, nothing to be shy about. I second wave it, which is a really nice combo. So I've got a pretty good board. I'm going to escape vent one of them, so they should, definitely survive. I've gained that sort of health gap quite nicely. So this is sort of why I put Seek and Destroy in, because actually when he played it I was like, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Malgator, I quite like Malgator. I think that's a good idea. Like, so you play it, send it back. Now if he plays it again, you kill it with that and your Warlord next turn. I think that's quite a nice idea. You can also do it on your own stuff, so he does it with the Pi Alpha, either later on or he's already done it. So again, I'm in quite a nice position. He's going to have to use a card to kill my informant. I'm on 7 health. This is looking good. And he can't kill that, so as you can see, that's GG. GG's alright. So we got the decider. So I trade out the Fasadian, so 2 Fasadian infantry for 2 Seek and Destroy. Arguably, so by the way, I know I've got the punish there, and you're probably sitting there going, why? It's for the memes. I was really hoping I'd get it off in this tournament, and I didn't. I was very disappointed. But, players got to live large, live fast, die old, you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, I should take that out. And I'd probably take out... I might take out my 2 landing zones, the 1/7s. And also... I don't know. Well, I guess what would I replace those with would be the question you want to ask. I would replace them with 2 sabotages and probably an Ambassador Malgator. I think that would be quite a positive change to this deck. I'll show you what that looks like at the end. Punisher. What a great deck. So my rationale around that, rather than using the resupply, is that I'm hoping to get a bit more lifespan in terms of turnage from the
We'll fight to the last man.
rather than just getting that extra 1 damage. Perhaps that one damage is the do all and end all, but it doesn't really matter because he's sabotaged. And me being stunned, I'm in quite a tricky position, you know. And it's invisible. I mean, that's not great. So yeah, needless to say, I'm in lots of trouble.
We'll fight to the last man.
Obviously, that's annoying. Is this Ray Melgators? Yeah. Yeah, I think it was in one of the qualifiers. I got like 2 of them out, and then I second waved them, so I got 2 more to my hand. It was just like, oof, oof, oof. That's rude. Thinking on reflector, I guess one of the difficulties with volcanic instability is that it could kill your one as well. So you'd have to be quite careful about your use of it. But, you know, it doesn't feature in my deck. I think this is GG. Yeah, look at that. Ow. Ow. And there you go. So Fulgrim goes off in the finals. And I got my 3rd place qualifier. So my 3rd place qualifier was against Tarik Torgaddon, which was really nice actually. It was nice to play, you know, something different. I really like his deck. I thought his strategy was really interesting. I thought it was really innovative.
For the Emperor!
There we go. So Torgaddon, deal 1 damage. If it dies, draw a card. So I think his was like a slow roll and mill play, and I think like even if it was just Loken that was taken out of the game type, I think Torgaddon would thrive. Like he's got so many outs, and you can play such an interesting deck with him. You can do like a proper mill deck just by playing lots of small costing creatures that you murder yourself. That looks nice. So yeah, I'm getting a bit of a health lead. You know, it's what you need to do, isn't it? I think the extra 5 health is a bit of an issue, but I don't think it's the end of the world. But in this form, obviously against a Loken, it's just extra work. Oh dear. Caught myself on hiccups. 1 and 10 4. Yeah. So what I do like about his deck is that it tries to just slow everything down. It's got things like Legacy and Byzas.
Not so
I think
fast.
he runs 2. Also got Shield Generator, which obviously against Tactics Loken is a real problem. I don't know if he had it in deck. I think in a Torgaddon deck, I would definitely use Edict. Because, I mean, that would wreck me. Look at that. You know, all my carefully thought through plans. No! The only difficulty for you, you'd have to like spaff your hand before you did it, because otherwise you just refill your deck that you've been milling yourself. So maybe it's a bit of a balancing act. But yeah, so he's working really hard to slow me down. I'll start getting my engine going now.
Oh, neat.
Oh, neat. Damn it. Yeah, I think a second wave it just to be sure. Like in this format, very, very relevant. So, you know, he starts getting his engine going, but it's sort of too little too late. Obviously next to Nudge is vengeful. No. Pop, pop, pop. Off I go. Alright. So, that's game 1. On to game 2. Return of the Tarik.
For the Emperor!
So it sounds silly. I think one of the really important things to do in tournaments like this is just to sort of play test it. So like with this, it was quite nice. We had a load of people just on the event forum who were, you know, like, oh, can I play test this? Can I play test that? I got to play test a Khan deck, a Loken deck, Tarik deck, Gara deck. You know, like it's a good community. People are willing just to chill and play test and stuff. Like there's no imposition, just kind of shout out on the on the board really. So yeah, sabotage. I think I definitely want it in my deck. It's just very useful. I've seen lots of people like in my previous games using like crack grenades to deal with these, and it's a good idea. But actually, jam, it allows you to effectively nullify the important mechanic of that structure, and then you can still use the crack grenade on yourself. So you're like not only dealing with the problem, but if you then attack it, you're dealing yourself 3 damage. You know, whereas before you were losing out on 2 damage to yourself, which puts you behind in the, you know, on this crazy crazy race called life. So yeah, and you know, like he's just slowing everything down. You know, Legacy buys us, jamming my stuff. It's just frustrating. So he starts getting his engine going. Oh. So obviously, I'm in a lot of trouble now. That was obviously unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? So I'm getting rid of his board. Obviously, I've got my informant up. So at this point, I'm sitting there going, okay, I can still do this. I can still salvage this round. Obviously, that's a pain. That's what sort of takes it really, because I needed to deal with it. Again, Seek and Destroy is good, even with the +2. It's a cheap way of getting rid of something. I kind of needed to hope he didn't have Vengeful Spirit here. I mean, I could have sacrificed that for a turn. I could have healed him and made our respective health 0. Perhaps that would have been a better strategy. But he may have had like a 2-costing damage card in there. In fact, it's, you know, very likely. So, you know, well deserved. And of course, the decider for 3rd place, for the 3rd best loser. You heard me. I'm the 3rd best loser in the whole of the Horus Heresy.
For the Emperor!
Oh yeah, anyway. So I get a bit of a nuts draw in this one. I felt a bit rude. Obviously, that's a nice draw. I guess the good thing about having these is that they draw out those sabotages like early. Because there's a lot of overkill, like, you know, because these things are so dangerous. You've got seek and destroys, sabotage, like you're just looking to, you know, stop that. So having like other things that they can target to try and, you know, discourage from being saved is all good. Ugh. So obviously playing those two guys, I'm going to just max out the damage because that's 8 damage I'm doing to myself. I was quite worried I'd lose both, but you know, as it turns out, it didn't go that way. So I've got a nice health lead. Jam's another one, so that's the sabotage is gone.
Ha!
So yeah, having the escape vent's quite nice. Stun him up. Lock him down. See, you know, he starts getting going now, but you know, he's got to get rid of 30 health. I've only got to get rid of 12. Really, it's 11 because of my informant. Ideally, it's 9 because I want to hit him in his face, but chances are I'm probably going to go for this guy to kill it off. Yeah. So 10 health left. Just stunning him out, making him use other cards to kill the unreliable informant. Because I'm getting really quite low. Like I'm going to be on 4 health after this. I feel fairly confident I can kill myself before he can get rid of 26 health.
Not so fast.
I think he plays a shield generator and then we're done. Because I have 5 mana. Energy, sorry. There you have it. Bronze medal for me. Woo! Right. So just to show you, firstly, thanks to the tournament organisers, it was great. Thanks to the participants. Thank you to the people who were playing me specifically. I know due to time zones and some of my stuff is a bit difficult to organise games at times, so thank you for your patience. Yeah, get involved with events, get involved with tournaments. They're fun, you know, they're silly. Look how silly this is. So this is the deck as it is. I think that this is what I'm going to do with it. So if I just change this out. So I think I'm going to get rid of Punisher, 2 landing zones, and I'm going to put in, where is Sabotage? I'm putting Sabotage and Melgator. Where's he gone? Oh, yeah, it's 2 mana, isn't he? So the new one would look like this. It's probably better. Like, yeah. Tell me what you think. If you think I could improve on this, please put it in the comments. It's a fairly simple sort of mechanic. Draw out my unreliable informants, draw cards, kill myself, you know, because unreliable informants help suicide. Right, that's it. Have a happy day wherever you are. Tatty buys.